does it change your life as far as like cash floating off of the business? Like Warren Buffett says, any profits above free cash flow, come to me, to Berkshire Hathaway. How do you do? Yeah.
So I do take some because now this is my job, right? So I do take some for our family, but I've reinvested a lot back into to infrastructure. I don't take a salary. I'm just literally taking a portion of the profits, and then also a good chunk of the profits I'm reinvesting back into the business for do that. So my boys are both pretty young still. They're only in part-time kind of preschool daycare type thing. So of my initiative, I want to be there with them. I'm only working like both on the businesses and new acquisitions, and I'm still doing my coaching consulting on the side. I've got a speaking event next week. I'm doing all those things, but I'm basically only working like 20 hours a week right now, doing all this stuff.
All this stuff,
and
20 hours a week.
Yeah, and the rest of it, I'm hanging out with my boys. Like yesterday, my work day consisted of fishing with Grandpa and my oldest on a little lake near where we live, and then the afternoon we were at the Wild Waves Water Park all afternoon, just running around riding rides and playing in the water. So that's been my like every other day of the week, basically right now, because that's my priority. My oldest is going into kindergarten, so he'll be in full-time school, outside of the summer. And so I just want to live that time up as much as humanly possible. So I spent a ton of time with them, and owning businesses helped me to do that because I wouldn't have been able to do that before. Yeah. So yeah, I want to acquire more businesses, but I'm going to kind of go at my pace. I want to be there for my kids. I want to be able to pick them up every day, all that kind of stuff. So I want to go for it, but I'm not going so hard that I'm just spending 70 hours a week doing this, like quite. So if that means I go slower, I am 100% fine with that. But yes, I would like to own more businesses and just have a bigger thing that I have. It's either multiple units or we can do some consolidation. Like with the next company is a printing company, because right now the commercial mail house doesn't produce much in the way it's actually right now just getting it from feeders from other print companies locally that are sending to this commercial mail shop, and then the commercial mail shop is the one packaging it, mailing it, and putting it all together, kind of thing, right? Just putting all the pieces together. And so if we can also own that front end of that value stream, and now we can print it and mail it, then that's what a lot of the big guys do, but we're just a small local one. But same thing with this other company that I'm looking to buy. It does a little tiny bit of mailing, but this would expand its mailing. It would expand us geographically because it's actually closer down towards Portland, a couple hours from us. And then we can now offer at the commercial mail house to produce all the pieces now. So now we can do the full meal deal, and that's going to grow that business, naturally on both sides, right? Both businesses. So things like that where it makes sense. I want to, part of my next goal is to try to find more off-market deals too, so I can just go direct to seller, but I'm still also shopping on market too, if I can see it, whatever. But I'm just trying different things. I'm not going super hot and heavy in any single one. What's worked best for me up to now is just the networking piece and just continue to talk to brokers, meeting sellers. Now I'm in this space. And so now I'm just reaching out to other neighboring owners and saying, hey, I own this shop. I just bought it a year and a half ago. Just want to come meet you. I've gone and seen lots of different operations now just via that, because now there's that credibility of, oh yeah, you're another local guy, whatever.
Yeah.
And I've already had one conversation with one of the businesses that's actually feeding us a lot of our work at the commercial mail shop. I've actually even just straight up asked one of them, they're probably the one that uses us the most, hey, you guys eventually willing to sell one day? And they're like, yeah, maybe sooner rather than later. Great. Okay, let's talk about
that'll happen. That's right.
Yeah. And so it's starting to go down that road with some of these other businesses.
How was I got to go back to some of the basics. Like how has the free cash flow changed your life? The commercial printing business and this new, what do you call it? The shipping store? Yeah.
Yeah.
How has that changed your life and your bank account, before you were just doing consulting? How's
It's still comparable, I would say. It's comparable to my corporate job. So that's part of the reason I want to continue going too, like to grow that cash flow. But the fact that I'm working part-time making the same amount, that's a pretty big deal.
There's more freedom, right?
Yeah, hell of a lot more freedom. That's where I've gotten more than maybe money, but also just the freedom and flexibility you get with when you are a business owner, and then the tax implications of that. And there's a lot of things you can do, that's part of the other reason I want to keep buying stuff, because every time I go buy something, I can depreciate all the stuff in that business, and that affects my taxes tremendously, right? And so just being able to write off a lot of these things that I'm doing, we take a family trip to Portland, but I'm also including some business in that. That's a write-offable expense, like that kind of stuff. I'm loving taking advantage of that stuff
Yeah.
more so even,
And those 2 kids are tax deductions too.
Exactly, right. Now everything we're doing in life is a tax deduction. So I think stuff like that. So I'm saving more money than I did before because the taxes is just
The W-2 tax is
man.
coming out. That's right. You're at a higher tax rate.
My top line salary used to be more than I'm making right now, but my take home is actually comparable because now we're having all of these other breaks and incentives and stuff like that being a business owner. So yeah, so it's been helpful.
Time. I mean, really, the commodity is the time part. Is that's
what I wanted more.
20 hours a week, and you're spending it with your family.
Yep.
I mean,
and still able to pursue acquisitions and just check in on my teams and my businesses. And yeah, that's what I wanted more so right now. I could have gone harder and heavier and put them into full-time daycare and all that kind of stuff and gone faster with all this stuff and could do more right now, but I don't value that in this moment. I want to do that. I am very ambitious. I like to move forward, but also want to be an awesome dad. And so I'd rather be there for them right now. They're going to be in full-time school, both of them, soon enough. I have plenty of time left. I'm not even 40 yet. So I'm not super stressing about it. Like I got to do this tomorrow kind of thing.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you're a subscriber by clicking on this button right here down below. And if you want to watch more serial acquirer interviews, click on this button right here. If you're ready to buy your first business, get my course at dealflowsystem.net right here. Take care. Cheers, John.